Exploring Jinx and bipolar depression. So, how is Powder good representation of people with bipolar depression and mental disorders as a whole? For those of you who have seen the show Arcane, you already know, but for those of you who haven't, I suggest you go watch Arcane right now. Seriously, it's a great show. Otherwise, get ready for spoilers. Well, first question we need to ask, what is bipolar disorder? Bipolar disorder is categorized as a mood disorder that features extreme shifts in mood during when psychosis can occur. Now you might be asking, what is psychosis? Well, psychosis is referred to as a disconnected view of reality. Jinx experiences both of those things, but before that, what is she going through first? Jinx and her sister Violet lost their family at a young age and are living in a city that is in war with another city. They are also in the city that isn't well off. Jinx also has to deal with a bully in the form of Vi's friend Milo, who constantly makes her feel inferior because of all the apparent mishaps that happen when she is around on a mission. She feels scared, lonely, and inferior. Subconsciously, what is Jinx dealing with? Depression. Depression is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, think, and act. It causes feelings of sadness and loss of interest in things you once enjoyed. When I was depressed, I didn't realize it at first, but when I did, I was sure because I fit all the symptoms. Now, when does this become bipolar depression coupled with psychosis? Usually after a manic episode. When did Powder have one of these? In the scene when she's crying and screaming in the room. In episode 3, after Violet told her to stay home, not to come because she wanted her to be safe. In Powder's mind, they felt she wasn't good enough. She felt unhelpful. So what does Powder do? She goes anyway, and she tries to help. But what she ends up doing is accidentally causing her friends and family's death with one of her bombs. She cries and explains that she only wanted to help, but Violet is too filled with fury to listen, and she hits her. Powder exclaims, "Why did you leave me?" To which Vi answers that she is a jinx. Vi leaves for a moment to collect herself, but sadly gets captured and never gets the chance to say sorry to her sister. Powder sees this as her sister abandoning her and that she always messes things up. This fills her with immense guilt, causing another manic episode. This is a turning point for Powder. After Silco recruits her and raises her, she grows up to resent her sister and her whole family, who she unfortunately killed. She also suffers from a number of mood shifts ranging from manic to depressive episodes. Manic episodes include periods of extreme elation and great energy. During depressive episodes, the person can feel so depressed that they can't function. Manic episodes include a period in which you feel high periods of abnormally elevated mood, as well as changes in emotions, energy, and talkativeness. Jinx experiences this multiple times throughout the show, where she feels uncharacteristically happy without a clear reason. She also does many physically and mentally harmful things, which causes psychotic behaviors and is another symptom of mania. During depressive episodes, you can experience a low or depressed mood with a lack of interest in loved activities. Some symptoms can include tiredness, appetite change, and most notably feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness. Some other symptoms include distracting, difficulty concentrating, emptiness, longing for something or someone that has been lost, insomnia, sense of guilt, and suicidality. And now we'll talk about psychosis. Psychosis can occur with bipolar disorder or bipolar depression. A person's thinking becomes disconnected or disassociated with reality. Some symptoms can involve hallucinations, images of Milo, Clagger, Vander, and Vi, delusions like maybe certain something is true when it is not, confusion, lack of self-awareness, paranoia, and unusual racing thoughts. All of these symptoms can explain why Jinx seems so childish, because she hasn't matured past her earliest manic episode, mental breakdown. Okay, well, that's all for today, so thank you all for listening, and subscribe if you're new, or like this video. Bye!